Here's an update on my digging for the trees. This is the last mulberry, and you can see down here I'm having to cut some rock through here because um, I don't think those trees they're not gonna go through that rock. So I'm just gonna make it as deep as I can. This is about uh, 3 feet deep, and then up here it's gonna go around to the back of this tree. I'm going to leave this one side, and this back of the tree I've got to dig that out some more, but it's actually too wet to sift the dirt. I've got this pile of dirt here that needs to be sifted, and this pile here that I just chipped out, and those are some of the rocks that I took out, pretty good size, chipped out. They're pretty when they're just chipped out like that. But these are some of the big rocks that I took out of this area here. And then this tree is got a good hole around it now. And then there's going to be this ditch running between these two trees. So that's what I'm working on now. And you can see this wheelbarrow has got combination of sand and coffee grounds, and I dump that up here and mix it with the regular dirt. It mixes real nicely. This is the hole. You can't really see it too good probably, but where the hole is around this tree. And then there's another ditch running over to that tree. And that tree's tall enough. I don't cage it. I'm kind of taking a chance on this tree because it's not that tall. See if the deer will leave it alone. I don't know. May have to put the cage back on it. So this is the mulberry tree here. And then these are some of the rocks that I took out of this hole. And then these are some more of the rocks that I took out of that hole. It's a pretty good pile. So that's going to be all replaced. All that rock's going to be replaced with sand and coffee grounds. It's a pretty good pile of rocks there. And then this is going back to the other trees. I've dug out around that tree. I think it's a cedar elm. And there's a hole, of course, around that one. And then that goes back here to this mulberry, and there's a hole around this one. And got about 1.5 inches of rain here in the last couple of days, so everything is really happy. These were the update on the hole for this one is done. And then this has got a big hole out of it, and there's some of the rocks that I took out of this hole. And then this is a ditch that runs into that tree, and then there's a redbud tree there that's in that ditch. And then this ditch goes over to a bodark tree, which is struggling. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know if you can see that, but it's no leaves on it, at least at the top. There's some at the bottom, so it's not dead, I guess. And then this ditch runs from that bodark tree to this one, and this one here is got leaves on it, so maybe it'll pick up. And then this is a black locust. We've got a good hold around it now. Maybe it can grow. And then this was the first one, the mulberry tree that's got, I'll probably take the cage off of that one. So this is a big, real big hole around this tree. Took out some real big rocks out of that hole. And this is another bodark tree that's got one little tiny leaf on it, so I guess it's not dead yet. But that hole connects to this hole. So this is coming over, going back where I started. Just an overview here. This is the path that I bring my wheelbarrow in with the dirt and sand and coffee grounds. Back to this mulberry tree that maybe I'll be able to grow big now. And that's a little soapberry tree in that hole, and I may make these holes a little bigger too. I've got two soapberry trees from my brother's place out in Wimberley, Scott and Edie. So maybe they'll live up here. So back to basically where I started, going back from a different point of view, coming this way. And you can see my tools of the trade here, the wheelbarrow and screen and my demolition hammer, buckets, picks, shovel. So there's the update on the tree ditches.